Hey guys, my name is Francisco Hernandez, and today I want to share with you my absolute favorite off-camera flash setup for both power and portability. It's going to be perfect in case you need to travel somewhere and want to bring with you some sort of off-camera flash like I always do, or in case you're just shooting locally and want to be very portable with your setup, which is going to help you get a lot of variety in the location that you're going to be working in. But before I go ahead and show you guys the setup, I do want to make a quick announcement, and that's that this video is actually sponsored. It's sponsored by Skillshare. I was really happy when I was contacted about this sponsorship because I've known about Skillshare for quite a while now, and I think it's a great resource for photographers to learn, and some of my favorite content creators actually recommend it, and some of them actually teach on the website as well. For those of you who don't know what Skillshare is, it's an online learning community for creators with more than 25,000 classes in categories such as design, business, and of course there's a creative category as well, which includes photography and also graphic design and a lot of other classes related to those fields as well. With a premium membership, you get unlimited access, so you can choose the classes and the communities that are going to be perfect for you and fit your needs so that you learn the best. So if you want to fuel your curiosity, scratch that creative itch, or even further your career, Skillshare is the perfect place for you to not only learn, but to thrive and keep thriving in 2019. If you sign up today, you'll be joining more than 7 million creators that are learning with Skillshare. And speaking of which, signing up is not even that expensive. It's actually super affordable, with the cost being less than $10 a month. As I said before, I did know about Skillshare for a while, but it wasn't until recently that I signed up, and I can honestly tell you guys that I wish that I had signed up a lot sooner. For me personally, I was checking out a lot of natural light classes. I know I like off-camera flash, and I was really liking a lot of classes by this photographer by the name of Benjamin Heath. I just found him very personable, and the way that he was teaching was very easy to understand, so I highly recommend his classes. Or if you just want to focus on off-camera flash, there are a lot of tutorials on that as well. I'll be leaving a link in the description area below that you guys can use to sign up for Skillshare, and the first 500 people to use that link and sign up get 2 free months of Skillshare premium membership for free. Alright, so let's go ahead and start talking about the off-camera flash setup that I wanted to share with you guys today, which is everything that's going to be inside of this Peak Design 20L backpack. I actually opted for the 20L over the 30L, even though the 30L is a little bit bigger, because I felt the 20L could fit all of my camera stuff. This was before I decided I want to just fill it up with off-camera flash stuff whenever I traveled. And it ended up being pretty perfect because the 20L can be considered a personal item, and that's usually free. And with your personal items, whenever you fly, you need to place them underneath the seat that's in front of you, and this bag can do that just fine. This is how I have everything organized inside of my Peak Design 20L backpack. I just wanted to show you guys before I take everything out individually and explain all the pieces. But of course, if you have your own Peak Design backpack and you want it to be organized differently, feel free to do so. The first thing that I wanted to go over in today's video is easily the thing that I get asked about the most, which is what is carrying my light. And the answer is this Sirui 6-foot carbon fiber monopod. I use this specific Sirui monopod for a couple different reasons, with the first two being because it's a carbon fiber monopod, it's both strong and light, and since I was aiming for a very portable setup, the fact that it was strong and light were very important to me. The third and fourth reason why I use this monopod is because although it starts off very small at 16.5 inches from top to bottom, including this light spigot attachment on top, which is something that you need to attach lights to it or light adapters such as the Godox S-type bracket or the Godox AD400 and even though it starts off small, it extends up to 6 feet tall, which is typically more than enough for whenever I shoot. To give you guys a little bit of comparison, this is the monopod that I use right now, the Sirui 6-foot carbon fiber monopod, and this is the one that I used before, which is a 4-section 5-foot open monopod, and you can see that there is a big difference in size, and this one right here fits inside the Peak Design 20L backpack, but the open that I was using before, which actually kind of messed up on me and it's no longer usable, this one is something that I wouldn't use because it's not so light and portable. But previous to getting this one, I felt like it did a good enough job. So it just kind of just depends on how you shoot and what's important to you. But I would definitely recommend the Sirui monopod over the open. When it comes to the light that I use this one right here, which is the Godox AD400 Pro, also known as the Explore 400 Pro by Adorama. I use this one because it's the perfect combination of power and portability, which is what this whole video is about. It's perfect for power because it has 400 watts of power, which doesn't sound like enough if you compare it to the 600 Pro, but honestly, from using it for a couple of months now, I definitely think it has more than enough power to overpower the sun, especially if you don't use modifiers like a 5-foot octabox that's double diffuse, which I typically do. If you use it with a single reflective umbrella or with a reflector or bare, it's going to be more than enough power to overpower the sun. When it comes to the weight of this strobe, it's a little bit more than 4.5 pounds, and although that doesn't seem like the lightest strobe out there, if your assistant is used to carrying the Godox AD600 Pro, then I'm pretty sure at being 2 pounds heavier, they'll agree that this light is going to be the better option for power and portability, And since Ashley is the one that usually holds my light, I'm pretty sure she's said a couple times before that she would rather use this light than the 600 Pro. The next thing I want to talk about is how I'm going to be modifying that light, and that's going to be with this cheap 24 by 24 inch foldable softbox. You can find it under the Godox brand names and a lot of other brand names, but the point is that it's cheap, it folds down nice and small, and it's exactly why I have it part of this kit. Last time I made a video going over power and portability, I recommended a 31 by 31 inch softbox, and it is a nice size, but the one advantage that this 24 by 24 inch has over that 31 by 31 inch is that this 24 inch is going to be a lot sturdier when mounted onto the light. Although the 31 by 31 inches is going to be a little bit softer because it's a little bit bigger, it's just going to be a little bit more flimsy as well. So I highly recommend the 24 by 24 inch over that 31 by 31 inch. Keep in mind that you will need an attachment like this if you want to attach the 24 by 24 inch or the 31 by 31 inch onto a Bowens mount strobe. However, if you're going to be attaching a speed light or the Godox AD400 to those modifiers, then you'll just need the Godox S-type bracket. Of course, I'll leave links to everything in this kit in the description area below so that you don't have to look for these modifiers or these attachments. The very last thing that I have in this kit is going to be this Godox AD400 with the round head. I have this light specifically for rim light in case I want a little bit more of a kick or a little bit more separation from the background to the subject. So I have this light filling up the last slot in my Peak Design 20L backpack. However, if you wanted to add your camera and lens to that little area, then you can do so as well. I just have this Godox AD400 with this transmitter in that area. In case you don't want a second light setup, then you can go ahead and just replace the Godox AD400 with the round head with your camera and lens so that you don't have to carry them on you. And that's pretty much it. That's going to be the perfect combination for power and portability in my opinion at this moment. Maybe next year it'll be different, but at this moment, this is the perfect setup for me that I use whenever I need to travel. I'm actually going to be ending the video with a couple of clips from setups that I've used that are very similar to this, if not the very same setup. And I'm also going to be ending the video with behind the scenes footage from that photo shoot that I did back in Germany when I traveled there for Photokina in September of last year. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped. I hope it gave you guys ideas on what's going to be the best setup for you. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, so I was going to end the video right now, but I wanted to just show you guys the setup and how long it took. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that right now. Boom, finished. Bye guys.